How about this building? What for you is the significance of this old Kemper building?
Well, it's been an incredible asset for all of us. You know, they gave it to us for like $1 a year or something. I don't even know whether they charged us $1. They were moving to the suburbs, and so they just, Phil Townley was the one that found it, to remember that. And I can remember after we looked it over, Joe called Mary Ward and me and said, I'd like you two girls to take care of the decoring of this office, of this building. We looked at him. Both of us went across the street. It was when they had coffee in that. And started laughing. Sure we will, Joe. And then you remember there were people like Betty Hill and others that would make huge things going down the stairs, the other world. And the gal from Canada made great big murals in the stairway. Yeah. Let's say that, what you'd call it, the harbor, I suppose, of our learnings and all the things we did, demonstrations that we created here, all the thinking and it's in a location that is unique, because you know this is what Uptown has always been. Well, we knew it was beginning to be gentrified when we saw Starbucks took over the bank up here down the front. That was, we knew what was going to happen. And as far as we know, there's going to be a Target store built over here, you know. You walk out on the street and there's any kind of person and any kind of activity out on the street of Sheridan and Lawrence. It's just, I know that one of the gals that worked at Canby with me lived up on Lawrence and Broadway. She called me one morning and says, could you give me a ride to the office? And I said, sure. She said, I can't get my car out of the alley. There's so much going on here. And she says, I can't get out. And I said, sure. And so when she got in the car, I said, you know what, I was spoiled. I'm spoiled because I lived in Lake Forest for so long that we never did get to come to this. She said, Lake Forest? She said, that's like eating white bread all your life. She said, you didn't even know about all this that's going on. Because our corner is full of everything. And I think it's a good, the building itself is a gem that sits in the middle of this. You can see almost any activity going on here. And all you have to do is listen to some of the conversations and the passing of, I know one time, you know, Martin used to come down here and take care of the kids' teeth. On Saturday mornings, he'd come down sort of early, take care of kids' teeth. One morning, he drove up to the front, opened, unlocked the door, and a girl climbed in beside him. He said, no, 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 get up! And he said, I was scared to death that when I came in, because we used to have a desk there in the reception area, you know. I was scared to death. Whoever was there would have seen this and said, I know where Martin was all night long. Anyway, you can see almost anything going on out. And it's sort of a jewel for me, the building is. It holds so many memories that, and I think it's flexible enough, it's big enough, and so it's flexible enough to be a great center for whatever. I don't know that we're going to end up with it, because it doesn't look like it. But makings of, and it was built strongly enough, physically strongly enough. Now we're encountering things like aren't doing too well in certain areas, but for the most part, it's a great building, and we're lucky. You know, we talked the city into giving us enough money to build that parking lot, which is a safe one because they did it with bricks, and the water can seep on through, and it helps with that situation. And Paul, do you know Paul Noah? He was working, I don't know whether he still is, on the roof of the building, making it a good place to use. So that was good to know. But it's big enough and strong enough, and it's a lovely building, you know. After somebody was killed from the, what is it, the stuff you put on the outside of the building? The little...
Scaffolding?
The what?
Scaffolding?
No, the...
Tuck point,
Tuck point. And the other one, there's another word for also. Somebody in the downtown area from a building down there, they got killed from having this stuff fall off. So we've had people come in and take care of all of the outside of our building. Little places around the windows and all that stuff, they've done it. So it's, it can be safe. I think it's a great monument to what we learned and did, so. It's too bad that it's not, I don't have too much promise for it, given the kind of future that I've heard.